Are you seeing things as they are? When you say, "I see it," you believe you're touching the truth. But what if what you see is merely a shadow of reality, distorted by your body, mind, language, and the scars of your past? What happens when you strip away every layer to face what is pure, untainted, unfiltered? Step into a quiet journey to explore how we see the world and why, in this moment, it matters more than ever. Imagine sitting by a window, looking out at a field, thinking you see a vibrant green expanse. But that's not quite true. In reality, light hits your retina, excites cells, and sends signals to your brain. A simple act, yet it holds so much wonder. Your eyes catch only a tiny slice of reality. Visible light, ultraviolet, infrared, radio waves, they're invisible to you. The colors you love, the serene blue of a room or the warm red of a horizon, don't actually exist. They're just your brain's interpretation of light frequencies, turning electromagnetic waves into colors you name. For example, 450 nanometers gets labeled blue. Depth comes from the subtle interplay of your two eyes. Motion is a series of still images your brain stitches together, like a flipbook, 26 to 30 pages a minute, and it feels like a movie. Even when you hold your iPhone and clearly see it, only the center is truly sharp. The rest is blurred, and your brain fills in the gaps with memory. What you call seeing isn't the world as it is. It's a sophisticated construct in your mind, a virtual movie playing in your head, convincing you it's real. Your body distorts reality even before your mind or emotions get a say. Now, go a layer deeper. Your mind. Think back to a time you saw someone else's life, maybe an old classmate's success. Back then, they were a slacker, yet now they've outpaced you, and suddenly jealousy or lack stirs within. That reaction doesn't come from the image itself, but from your memories of feeling not enough, left behind, or lesser. This happens everywhere. Someone who's been abandoned might see hesitation as rejection. Someone who thrives on validation seeks approval in every glance. Your fears, wounds, and desires act like invisible lenses, coloring everything you see. When insecure, a neutral comment can cut like a blade. When in love, you see perfection in someone who's just themselves. This isn't just a habit, it's projection. You don't see the world as it is, but through the mirror of your inner self. It's as if a veil drapes your eyes, reflecting your emotions onto everything, obscuring the truth beneath. Next, let's confront language. Words carry power. They let us share ideas, weave stories, name the world around us. But they also bind us. When you see a creature, like a small dog, your mind slaps on labels: pet, cute, loyal. Those labels aren't the creature's essence, just shortcuts that stop you from looking deeper. Language turns a vibrant world into a rigid catalog. Calling someone a creator or critic locks them into a role. Their depth, dreams, fears, contradictions gets left behind. In an age where we label everything, we're losing the ability to see clearly. Mavitelen fayesh tai. Mavatilan fayesh tai. Mavatilan fayesh time. Words lull us into replacing lived experience with ready-made definitions. Philosophers who have long wrestled with this. Immanuel Kant argued, we can never know the thing in itself, the true essence of anything. What we see is a version formatted by our minds through space, time, cause, and effect. Your mind is like a reality editor, organizing the world into familiar patterns. Heidegger went further, saying we don't just observe. We're part of the world. Your mood, goals, and quiet fears decide what stands out. A rainy day feels peaceful to the calm, heavy to the grieving. The rain is the same, only the seeing shifts. Seeing is a silent dance between you and the world, guided by your soul. Can we see without distortion? Western philosophy often says no. Human lenses are a prison. But Eastern wisdom, through meditation, suggests another way. A seeing where the self dissolves, leaving only pure awareness. Not seeing more, but uncovering what's been veiled. Buddhism dives deeper into this question. The Buddha didn't teach us to see more, but to see without the taint of defilements, greed, ignorance, attachment. These are subtle currents distorting our view. Craving recognition turns every moment into a stage. Fear turns choices into traps. These don't just blur our sight, they shape our entire vision. Pure seeing emerges when the self dissolves. It's not about understanding more, but letting go. Imagine watching a sunset without thought, judgment, or story. You just see. The Buddha called this knowing things as they are. This isn't apathy. It's radiant clarity. When you see someone's pain, you don't sink into pity or swell with pride. You see the pain as it is, and compassion arises. It's like wiping dust from a mirror. The world shines clear. We live in a sea of noise, words, images, fleeting moments. It's easy to think we see clearly, but we're often just skimming the surface, led by habits and illusions. True seeing is pausing, shedding the noise, facing reality directly. It's not a technique, it's a letting go. Seeing wrongly leads to wrong choices, conflict, regret. But seeing rightly, our actions flow from wisdom, whether in quiet moments or at life's crossroads. This journey isn't theory, it's the silent unfolding of truth. The wonder of true seeing lies in stillness, not adding, only releasing. Next time a moment pulls you in, a fleeting glance, an unspoken word, a fading light, pause. Notice what your eyes, mind, and language add. Then, gently, savor them and let them go. What remains is reality, pristine and radiant. If a moment in this video stopped you, write it down. Not for anyone else, but to remember.